This is the cell respiration process. The glucose enters to the cytoplasm and we make the glycolysis process. In the glycolysis process, we add to glucose and ATP and obtain ADP. Then we add again an ATP and obtain a ADP. Then we add 2 NAD and obtain 2 NADH. This here we only have one, but it's like 2. Then we add 2 ADPs and obtain 2 ATPs. Then we add 2 ADPs again and obtain 2 ATPs. And after all this process, we obtain 2 pyruvic acids. So in this process, we obtain 2 pyruvic acids and 2 ATPs, 2 NADH. When glycolysis is finished and we obtain the 2 pyruvic acids, it comes the Krebs cycle. But before the Krebs cycle, we need a prep step. In the prep step, we are going to transform the pyruvic acid. Each pyruvic acid made this process. So the pyruvic acid comes and we add we oxidize it, we take out carbon dioxide and we obtain an acetate. Then with this acetate we add an NAD and obtain an NADH. Then we add coenzyme A. With this we obtain acetyl coenzyme A. And this acetyl coenzyme A goes to the Krebs cycle. Then the acetyl coenzyme A enters to the Krebs cycle. In the Krebs cycle, we add 1 NADH and obtain NAD, and obtain an NADH. Then we took out the coenzyme A. Then we add again an NAD and obtain an NADH. Then we add an NATP that comes together with an ATP, AP1, and made an ATP. Then we add an FAD and obtain an FADH. Then we add again an NAD and obtain an NADH. Then from the Krebs cycles we obtain 1 ATP for each acetyl coenzyme A, so we obtain 2 ATPs because there were 2 acetyl coenzyme A's. Then we obtain 3 NADH, but they were 2 coenzyme A's, so we obtain 6 NADHs. Then we obtain 2 FADH, 1 FADH, so there are 2 FADH because of the 2 coenzyme A. And we obtain 1 ATP from each coenzyme A, so we have 2 ATPs. Then comes the electron transport chain. In the electron transport chain, we have an NADH that comes here and get out an electron in the protein complex 1. So we obtain an NAD. Then this electron moves to the ubiquinone and gets an hydrogen and pull it to the intermembrane space. Then the ubiquinone takes the electron, and here when it is moving, we have the one FADH gets there and gives him another electron, and we obtain an FAD. Then the ubiquinone moves to this one, gets to the complex 2 and puts an electron here, one per one. So the electron gets to the complex, so the electron passes a hydrogen, then it gives another electron. The ubiquinone passes the other electron, and this electron passes again a hydrogen atom. Then the complex 3 takes these 2 electrons and moves them to the complex 4. Here, one electron is delivered, and a hydrogen passes, and the same with another electron. So then comes the ATP synthase. So we have a high concentration of hydrogen in the intermembrane space, and this high concentration wants to move to the matrix, where is the low concentration, by diffusion. So these hydrogens passes through the ATP synthase and gives energy to the ATP synthase to produce ATP by putting together ADP with this P1 and makes ATP. So here we have the hydrogens, and this hydrogen, then 2 hydrogens gets along with 2 electrons, and they made an then oxygen receives 2 electrons, and these electrons attract 2 hydrogens, making H2O.